Rise and shine. Pour yourself a cup of coffee and tune in to Good Morning Aurora. News, weather, and really cool interviews. Monday through Friday from 8 to 9 a.m.
Georgia, and I'm heading for the Frisco Bay, 'cause I've had nothing to live for. Looks like nothing's gonna come my way. Hey, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Oh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I'm just sitting here resting my bones, and this loneliness won't leave me alone. It's 2,000 miles I've roamed just to make this dock my home. So I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, watching the tide roll away. Oh, I'm just sitting on the dock of the bay, wasting time. I'm wasting time. Yeah, I'm wasting time. Woo! Thank you very much. Thank you.
Beautiful way to start our morning.
All right. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. Good morning, Aurora. The time is now 8 a.m. Well, 7:59. That's how up, bright, and early we all are. If you're just tuning in, this is Music Friday. We're back. We've got a special guest in the house, Mr. Levi Cull. Give us just a brief moment, ladies and gentlemen, and let's get this show on the road. We got another great interview, and Levi is here. How you doing this morning, brother?
I'm good. How are you doing, Curtis?
All right, man. I'm glad to have you on the show today, brother.
I'm glad to be here.
Dude, that was some awesome music. A great song.
Thank you.
So, now you are part of two groups, Levi and Zoe Cull, which is who is your sister,
Right, Zoe's my sister.
and then Rip Jeans.
Right. Rip Jeans is with another guy. His name is Matthew Ripsch.
Uh-huh.
He's a fantastic musician, and we've just started recently playing out together as Ripped Jeans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm familiar with Mr. Ripsch.
Yeah?
Yes, I interviewed him in our first year.
That's
so you and I
awesome.
were talking how we got started.
Oh, yeah.
We interviewed him at Gremlin Studios when we were there.
Okay.
Once upon a time. He
Very
is a great young man.
Yes.
Great guy. Congratulations to you guys.
Thank you.
All right, if you're just tuning in, it's 8:01. Karen Eschenbacher Yag, good morning to you. Jennifer Ryan Mayton, Teresa Burks, and John Schomer. So we're going into the weekend, you guys. We are here. It's a beautiful day, and it's a nice day outside. Nowhere near as hot and as oppressive as it was. Let's fix it. There we go. There we go. Let's hit the claps for Levi Cull once again. So you're from Sugar Grove.
I am, yeah.
Okay. What's the story of Sugar Grove? Most people just know it for, or like myself, know it for Waubonsie Community College,
Yeah.
And the Air Museum
Mm-hmm.
out there. What's the story of Sugar Grove?
Yeah, well, I don't even know if I can answer that. I only just moved there August of last year.
Okay.
I actually, I lived in Montgomery.
Okay.
And then moved there August of last year, and I love it. Honestly, we got a really nice house and property, very close to Waubonsie, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've done some of the some of the runs for causes that Waubonsie has had on their campus for many different times. Good. So how'd you learn how to play guitar? How long have you been playing?
I've been playing probably 6 or 7 years now.
And you're 17.
I'm 17.
All right. So
Yeah. So almost half my life, you
Right.
can think about it.
Very philosophical for a Friday morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. No, guitar is just, it's crazy. I'm self-taught. I have not taken a guitar lesson. And I mean, it's what I love to do, and it's just something that I've put a ton of work into. Yeah.
It shows. It
Yeah.
shows. So self-taught. So never taken a lesson.
Mm-mm.
So what prompted the whole picking up of the guitar of
Yeah.
all? There was no influence whatsoever?
Well, there definitely was. Well, I actually started on the drums. I really wanted to be a drummer, and I played in church. That's a big part of my musical influences. Was I started in church,
Okay.
and I started playing the drums there, just a little hand drum, when I was like 4 years old. Don't ask me why they let me go up there and do that, but yeah, I was up there 4 years
I'm a
old.
parent. If the kid's going, just leave him alone.
Right.
He's not breaking nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so I played there every Sunday, and then when I was about, I think I was in 4th grade,
Okay.
I wanted to play the actual drum set, but my parents said you have to take piano lessons first. And
Okay.
I was like, okay. So I took piano lessons for a year, and I hated every minute of it. And then I quit, and then I took drum lessons. And from there, I was like, guitar is pretty cool.
Okay.
So I didn't take any guitar lessons, but I was given one for Christmas, and YouTube videos, just
That
looking
was
stuff
it.
online and just playing by ear, figuring stuff out until it sounds good.
Right.
Is what a lot of it has been. So.
What did you not like specifically about the piano?
It may have been, well, I was a lot younger back then, and I didn't have the work ethic that I do now.
Okay.
So I didn't like all the practice every day. And as far as like reading the sheet music goes, that was my least favorite part.
Okay.
And I still, to this day, I don't read sheet music. So like a lot of people, you can put that in front of them and they'll just sight read it and play it. I cannot do that. I don't have that skill. I play by ear, and that's something that I was never taught in piano. That I think is probably a big reason why I didn't enjoy it.
Okay, because the whole principle or concept of playing by ear in piano is really not applicable, right?
It definitely is, actually.
Okay.
It just wasn't the way that I was taught.
Okay.
And now I actually do. I've picked up the piano since then, and I really enjoy it now.
All right.
Because I play by ear and not through sight reading and sheet music. So, yeah.
Very cool. Very cool. All right. So the time is 8:05. We've got some great guests here. Judge Bianca Camargo is here. Good morning to you, Judge. That's Kyle. He plays by ear too. Our dear friend Anna Treadray says that. Thank you very much. And good morning, Aurora and guest. Well, thank you very much, you awesome ladies and gentlemen out there. Leo Zarko is here, Susie Brownshire, and of course Jennifer Ryan Mayton. So, I want to just thank you again for doing this, because Music Friday and the ability to hear good music and also listen to another voice in the community is something that we take very seriously. We appreciate that. And so thanks again for coming out.
I'm glad to be here.
All right, let's talk Java Plus. Now, we first discovered you and your great music by learning that you were going to play at Java Plus. How was that experience?
It was really good. I had not played there before, but we did a few weeks ago, and that was with my sister, Zoe, and it went really well. We had a good crowd out there. It was a lot of fun.
Very cool.
Yeah, and funny story with that, actually. My grandma and my aunt just went into Java Plus to get a coffee or whatever they were getting, and I think they must have seen something about live music, and they were like, "Oh, my grandson or my nephew like plays, and like, you should have him come play here." So that's how they got me. They're my booking agents.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. Yeah, nothing. I mean, they know about it, word of mouth, and you know, trusted sources. Trusted sources. All right. So your musical sound we talked about. You said that you know, naming your sound.
Mm-hmm.
How would you name it?
Probably different or unique. Just because I don't stick to one style. I love 80s rock and roll is what got me into playing guitar specifically. But like the song I just played, Otis Redding, like it's not really rock and roll, but it's just a classic song. It's really good. And I love those oldies stuff, but I also love some more modern stuff from people like Jacob Collier or Snarky Puppy that have these jazzy kind of totally creative musical styles that are very hard to explain, but they're super intricate and complex, which I really love. That's one of the things that really like burdens me is like today's music, a lot of it is so simple and the same chords for every song and the same beat. Whereas if something is a little different in some way, I will enjoy it. So not even a specific genre. So that's what I try to do with my music. Have something that's a little different to make it creative and entertaining. Not have the same old stuff.
Did you ever have a problem being on stage and being in front of the audience, as it will?
Not as much as you would think.
Okay.
And I think that comes from me playing in church from such a young age. Because I was always, like every Sunday, I was just playing. And, you know, there's people at church. And so I was just kind of grown up used to being in front of people.
Okay.
So it's not that I don't, like before performances, you know, sometimes I'll still be like, okay, this is kind of nerve-wracking, but it's like, I'm used to it at this point, you know, so it's like not a huge deal for the most part.
Good. All right, so as I mentioned to you, you know that we have some local news and topics. I'm going to go to a commercial real quick, and we will deliver you folks some interesting stuff that you need to know about. It's very important for you, and it's health related too. Jen Mendoza's here. Good morning to you, Jen Mendoza. Glad to see you. Okay. So you may have noticed yesterday on our Facebook page, we shared some brand new news which is coming, and it's very important for you. Taking place Saturday, July 9th at the Prisco Center from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. The Prisco Center is located at 150 West Illinois Avenue here in Aurora. Meridian Health, State Representative Barbara Hernandez, and Health Choice Illinois have all teamed up for this free event, which is open to the community. There will be raffle prizes and giveaways, including tablets and backpacks. Wow. All right. There'll be free health screenings and immunizations, local community resources of all different kinds, and a healthy food giveaway as well. Once again, it's going to be Saturday, July 9th from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. And also, on Saturday, June 25th, is the Aurora Pollinator Festival. Think about it. Don't you just like that already? I know you do. Pollinator Festival. Yes. This will be at Phillips Park Zoo from 1 to 6 p.m. again on Saturday, June the 25th. There will be food trucks, a beer garden, bar. Okay, sip it up, sip it up, sip it up, sip it up. When we mess up on the show, we take a sip to remind ourselves to. All right, let's try that again. Food trucks, beer garden, pop-up farmers markets, family activities, pollinator partners, and a plant sale. That's what will happen on June 25th from 1 to 6 p.m. at Phillips Park Zoo. The time is now 8:10 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. It is Music Friday. We have returned, and we have Levi Cull on the show. So, all right. So where do you have a favorite venue, or is there a venue that you've done that's just the place, a preferred place?
I mean,
Favorites.
yeah, I think I do. But I'll just say, as long as I am playing music and entertaining a crowd, making people enjoy themselves, having a fun time, like it doesn't really matter where I am for me. But recently I played at South Bank Barbecue in Yorkville with my Rip Jeans group with Matthew Ripsch, and they got a really nice stage there, so that's really fun to play that stage. We will be back there June 26th, Sunday, which is actually my birthday.
Sunday, June 26th.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Very cool, man. You got it. Awesome. Playing on your birthday, and it's in Yorkville.
Yes.
I know your parents are proud. Very proud. Very proud. Is there anyone that you have yet to play with that you want to get to know?
I mean, I have idols that are like, my influences that if I could play with them, that would be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Angus Young, he's the guitarist of AC/DC. He's been one of my biggest influences. Slash from Guns N' Roses, he's amazing.
He is,
I
yeah.
saw him live last year. That was amazing. Bunch of other people. Tommy Emmanuel is a guitarist that he's just mind-blowing. He's crazy. If I could play with those guys, that would just be awesome.
What's the healing value of music? Does it have any?
I think so. Music is a very emotional art, and it can be emotional in a lot of different ways, and you can use it in a lot of different ways. It's definitely been an outlet for me. I've heard it said before somewhere that like music is like cheap therapy.
Music is cheap therapy. I
Yeah.
like that. I like that.
So you're feeling on top of the world. You're happy. You put on your favorite song, or for me, you grab the guitar and play your favorite song. You're just on cloud nine, But then if you're down in the dirt and you're in your feels or whatever, then sometimes you play that slow song that just like soothes you. It's like music is definitely cheap therapy.
I think I also believe that like music can help and has helped the world in different ways. Like you look at the anti-war movement, like of the Vietnam era, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of good music came out of that and kind of influenced public opinion, or especially that decade.
Mm-hmm.
Is music still doing that? Is it influencing public opinion?
I think it definitely can. It's definitely great if you have views on stuff. Think of bands like Rage Against the Machine who did stuff like, I love them. But they're
Me
like
too. I
very
saw a
like
concert when I was young. Oh,
yeah,
my God, yeah.
That's
I saw
awesome.
them in Wu-Tang.
I'm jealous.
It was an experience.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
But a lot of their songs are very like politically driven in that their views they're pushing out in their music, which is great for them,
Right.
I think it can definitely have an influence, because music can just be another form of media in a sense that you listen to a song that has a message in it that's going to be in your mind,
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Now, besides guitar, do you play any other? You play piano.
Mm-hmm.
And what other instruments you play?
So I play guitar, piano, drums, bass, ukulele.
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 When we're gonna get some when will we see that?
Yeah, I have to be next time.
Have you been in the Ukulele Fest that's here in Aurora?
I have not.
No? Okay. Yeah, I think it's been going on for 15, 20 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's been a pretty, it's like one of Aurora's flagship events. Ukulele Fest. Now, obviously, two different instruments.
Mm-hmm.
Was it difficult learning that and guitar? And are there any similarities whatsoever? Stringed instrument, obviously, but
yeah, there are some similarities between the two. As far as your hands and putting them, it's kind of the same feeling. So as soon as you get used to one, you can kind of get the hang of the other. Being that you build calluses on your fingers and stuff. Mm-hmm. But the position of where you put your hand is totally different. So you do have to like relearn a bunch of stuff, but it's a little easier than guitar, I would say. It's only got 4 strings instead of 6, so there's less to think about, Yeah, it's kind of funny with ukulele. My mom first got one and was wanting to learn. She was taking lessons, and then my sister grabbed the ukulele, and now she's gotten pretty good at it. And when I play with her, she plays ukulele and I play the guitar. And then I've since picked it up, and it's like, oh, this is kind of fun.
All right. Your sister sings?
Yes, my sister sings. Much better than I do. She's very, very good.
Nice. All right, the time is now 8:16 a.m. You are listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. Our guest today is Mr. Levi Cull, one half of Ripped Jeans, and one half of Levi and Zoe as well, man, as well. Okay, now, so you currently live in Sugar Grove. Mm-hmm. All right. What's your experience here in Aurora besides playing here? Do you hang out here? Do you ever go to our events? Have you been to our farmers market? It's lovely.
I have not.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Why not, bro?
I know. What am I doing? It's I'm very familiar with Aurora, and I come down here ish sometimes. But it's it's right next to Sugar Grove, so it's not a hike or anything, but I don't know. I'm not as involved as I'd like to be in like community events. Okay. What
are you trying to do? What are you trying to get in touch with? Try to.
Of course,
more opportunities to play. Sure.
Right. My mindset, of course, is I could be bringing music to people and playing this venue and stuff. But
right.
Yeah.
What's the biggest crowd you've opened up for?
Oh man. I never know what to say to that question. I don't know. Probably. Well, I just played it at Wine on the Fox in Oswego.
I heard that was good this year. I heard good
it
things.
Was.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun, and there were probably 1,500 people there.
All right.
When I was on the stage,
everybody's first time playing there.
Yeah, first time this year. It was funny. I actually, to be able to play there, I won first prize on. They had an Oswego's Got Talent. And I won first prize which was a cash prize and then an opportunity to play at Wine and the Fox.
Oh, a twofer. Double up.
Yeah. So that's how that opportunity came about. But yeah, that was probably the biggest crowd so far.
All right. Does your guitar have a name? And can we see it?
Yes, let me grab it.
Can we see the guitar?
Mm-hmm.
Philip Millies, happy Friday to you. Brooke Shanley is here, ladies and gentlemen. Brooke Shanley is a dear friend of the show. Good morning to you, Brooke, Shanley, Cruz, Ocho, all of y'all. Okay, yeah. Let's see, get the zoom on it. Ooh.
So this is my baby, my acoustic guitar. I've had it for not terribly long, actually, maybe 2 years.
Okay.
It had a name at one point, but apparently it didn't mean very much to me because I have forgotten it.
I think this is the guitar you got for Christmas.
This is not actually. I think the name was Amber actually. I think it's like the orange amber or whatever.
Right. I like that. That's a good name.
Yeah. No, I got a different guitar for Christmas, and it was a great starter guitar, but I've since upgraded, saved my pennies, and got this guy. And yeah, this one's great. I love it.
What is the key of G?
The key of G. Well, a key in music is, so you can play songs in a bunch of different keys. So if I play a G chord, That's what that is. I could say, happy birthday to you, right? And that's in the key of G. But I could go to the key of A. Happy birthday to you. And now I'm singing the same song in a different key. So the key of G is just one of the 12 keys in music that is centered around G.
Aha.
That's the easiest way I can explain it, I think.
All right, very cool.
Yeah.
Now, hand placement.
Mhm.
All right. Now you mentioned that the ukulele has 4 strings.
Right.
The guitar has 6.
Mhm.
What is so let's see the hand placement here that's necessary to, okay.
Right, so like if I'm playing a G chord, actually, my fingers go in this certain position, right? And then, you strum the strings. And that's how it is on a guitar. But for a ukulele with 4 strings, your fingers are in a totally different spot. It would actually look something more like this. But that is not a G chord, but it would be on a ukulele.
Now you've got your pointer finger. Aha. I see. Now it's also the pressure, right? Is that true?
Yes, it is. So here's a fun thing. If I press my finger just barely on this string here, it sounds very dead. You can barely even hear it.
Right. Holy cow.
But if I start pressing slightly harder, then comes the sound, right?
Oh, that's pretty raw.
Right. So you can do that intentionally. So you might want to play this note, but instead of just going, you can mute all of these other strings and get a more percussive sound and have that one. Like that little before it, because all those strings before it are just doing that.
Uh-huh.
Whereas if I wasn't muting them, it wouldn't sound too good.
I'm reminded of I'm thinking of right now, like Nirvana, the band is so, the man that sold the world.
Yeah.
Kind of the idea, right? Just
Yeah.
making that sound. No, I think it's beautiful. It's fascinating.
Yeah.
And again, I apologize. These are novice questions.
No,
but
that's okay.
I'm fascinated by things that I cannot do, and playing guitar is one of them.
Yeah.
Michelle Gums says, also, do you play any blues, and will you be attending Blues Fest this weekend? You came in playing blues with Otis Redding.
Yeah.
Which can count as blues.
Blues, yeah. I love blues. That whole style, especially as far as the guitar playing goes, I love blues. As far as singing it, I'm not too great at it yet, but I'm working on it. I won't be at Blues Fest. I actually didn't know that was going on this weekend.
Oh, yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah.
Yep, it's happening.
That's very cool.
So she says, Michelle also says, what would you like to see as a draw to entice more young folks to come and visit Aurora? That's a good question, Michelle.
Yeah. I mean, it's a hard question because young people are so different in their own ways. So like people like me, I would say live music, right? And then I would come and see people. But not everybody enjoys that. And even if you do, most of the young people don't enjoy the stuff that I play, which is like 70s and 80s. They would prefer, modern pop or rap or hip hop, that kind of stuff. So I'm not sure. I mean, yeah. I don't know if I have an answer for that question.
Right. Now that's an acoustic. You're also proficient with the electric guitar, I assume.
Yes, I play electric guitar. And when I play with Rip Jeans, Matthew plays the acoustic, and I'll play the electric. And electric's just so much fun. I love it.
Can you do all the shredding like that?
Yeah.
Can you do that? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I should have brought it, but it's the same kind of ideas to where a G chord on this is going to be the same on an electric guitar, but you do play them differently. So when me and Matthew are playing, we're not playing the same things, just because the instruments sound so different. They take different roles in a song. If that makes sense.
Okay, different roles in the song. Right.
So he might be playing, if we're talking about blues, he might be doing this kind of thing, and that's what we'd call rhythm guitar. And so he's doing the rhythm, and if I'm playing electric, I would most likely be doing some solo over that. Something like that. So we're playing different things, even though we're playing the same song. That makes sense.
It does.
Different roles, right?
Yeah. Self-taught.
Yeah.
Dude, you got skills, man. Hit the claps
Thanks.
for you. Hit the claps for you.
Thank you. There's even one more way I could describe that. So I do this thing called a one-man band routine.
Uh-oh.
I won't do the whole thing, but we've got, so like the rhythm part of it, something like that, where you're playing the chords. But then you've got that lead part on the top of that. See if I can play this at the same time. So those two different parts are
I can hear
mixing together, right?
Yeah, yep, I can hear it. I can hear the over and then
Right.
playing. That's
Yeah.
awesome. All right, the time is 8:26 a.m. You're listening to and watching Good Morning Aurora, the second largest city's first daily news podcast. This is Music Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Here, before I get into the news, I got to tell you, wow, Sally Bice said, wow. I know, I was amazed too.
Thank you.
I'm in the studio with the brother. I'm like, damn, I need an autograph after this. This is, it is. Listen, before I get into the news, let me tell you something about Music Friday. For those listeners like Vanessa Rodriguez Aguirre, Tracy Duran, Jasmine, Ali Hernandez, for those listeners like you remember the spirit of Levi Cull, much the same as the spirit of Maribel Skipworth, and all these other people. The idea is for you to fall in love with their music like we do, and hear something new, something dynamic, and something fresh. Yes, you can go to Spotify and tune into Katy Perry, but so can everybody else. Great music, but what's really special about that? Learn who's in your hometown able to do great things and give them a boost. The time is 8:27. Okay, next piece of news that I've got for you guys, because we got a lot to talk about. All right, this is coming up June 26th. The second annual walkathon is going on with our friends. Did he put the, here it is. CW Second Chance. $25 donation is encouraged. This is going to be at Wabanzi Park, 222398 Fox Valley Court. That's the actual address of Wabanzi Park, if you did not know that. It's from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. All proceeds dedicate to programs that help the community. Dog walking is welcome. For more information, you can call 331-454-0982. That number again is 331-454-0982. Last year, I took part in that, and it was really cool. Walked around the whole Wabanzi Lake Park. It's really nice over there. Yeah, it's right behind Wabanzi High School. So, good stuff. Okay. Get ready for the Kids Expo, September 10th, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. State Representative Stephanie Kipwitz is hosting this in conjunction with Phillips Park. So it'll be at the Aquatic Center, north and south, off Howell Place. That's the road that goes through the back, which will let you in. And that's where you go up the hill up there. You guys know what it looks like. I'm not giving you the secrets of fire. You guys are all Aurorans, most of you. Fire trucks, police cars, and medevac will be on display as well for the kids. This will happen rain or shine, ladies and gentlemen. For more information, you can call 630-585-1308. That number again is 630-585-1308. The admission free. Last but not least, Sunday, July 3rd, American Legion Roosevelt Aurora Post 84 will hold their 13th annual historic LaSalle Street Car Show, honoring local veterans. Now, Levi, you got to get at the next one. I'm thinking about you there as I look at this flyer. Some Levi Cull music, that might be good at this.
Yeah.
Think about for next year, or it's coming up. 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. There'll be a 50-50 raffle. Registration is from 9 a.m. to 11, and awards will be delivered and take place at 2:30 p.m. As you guys know, LaSalle Street, which has Bristol House, Bureau of Gravity's over there, and our friends of the Alive Teen Center, Community Christian Church, So many things are on LaSalle Street. LaSalle Street is the old historic auto row here in Aurora. All of the buildings were once car showcases back in the 50s. All that. So it was really cool. Really cool. All right, it's 8:30 a.m. Okay. So, Teresa Burks, you rock, Levi. Hey. All right, Drew Cole says, have him play all parts of the one-man band. You want to play all parts of the one-man band?
That's my dad.
Hey, Dad. Awesome. Gotta have Dad tuning in. Good morning to you, Dad. We appreciate your son and all of his great music. Here's the thing. Anna says, I need to know where we can listen to his music. He sounds like an incredibly talented young man, and we love that it's 70s and 80s.
Yeah. So I don't have anything on Spotify or anything yet. But if you want to hear me, I have dates here.
All right, let's get those dates, my man. Yeah.
First one here in Aurora. August 19th, I'll be back at Java Plus on August 19th. And that will be with my sister.
Levi and Zoe, okay.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, June 26th, we'll be back at South Bank Barbecue in Yorkville. That's with Ripped Jeans.
Okay.
The 28th, June 28th, we'll be at the Hinckley Coffee House in Hinckley, me and my sister.
Hinckley Coffee House, okay.
Yes, and I got one more. July 2nd, we'll be at Poconoca's Cafe in Shabanaw Lake. It's really cool there. They got this back patio out on the lake. It's so beautiful. Got really good burgers too there.
Where's it at?
Shabanaw.
I don't know. Where's that at?
It is, you know where Waterman is at?
No, never
Okay.
heard of it.
It's out west.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should be called Good Morning Illinois. I gotta work.
Yeah. Geography here.
Right, seriously. All right, Shabanaw.
Yeah.
You said they got good burgers.
They have very good burgers, yes.
All right.
They've got a farm there and they grow all their beef. They got their own cows and everything. It's so good.
Hey, I like that.
Yeah.
I need to make a trip out there, man. It sounds really
Yeah.
good. And then August the 19th where were you at for that?
Java Plus.
Java Plus again.
Yeah,
Okay.
here in Aurora.
All right. So you guys know Java Plus located at 1677 Montgomery Road. Please come on out there for that on August the 19th. Levi and Zoe will be there. And then it's Ripped Jeans, June 26th in Yorkville.
Yeah,
Once
you
again.
don't want to miss that one. That one's going to be a really good show.
All right. South Bank Barbecue was the place you said was your favorite so far?
Yeah,
What's so good about them?
They just have a really good stage. So it's this massive stage that's deep. You can walk around and stuff.
Okay.
Which is just really nice because I'm a musician, but I'm also an entertainer. So I really like getting the crowd into it, making them smile and feel like they're having an experience rather than just listening.
Oh, this man is...
Like you said, you can listen to Spotify, and that's great. And I use Spotify all the time. But there's definitely something different about having that visual aspect of seeing the artist talk with you
Absolutely.
and interact with you. So I try to do that the best I can. And so when you've got a big stage to walk around on, it's just really engaging for everybody.
You mentioned being unique and being different.
Mhm.
So yeah, too. If you're playing, don't just be a guy playing guitar.
Yeah.
Entertain them. Yeah.
Amen.
We just had a great intern named Monica. And I told her that doing this on day one. I was like, we're not just two people who are talking into a microphone.
Mhm.
Anybody, you do that at McDonald's, for
Yeah.
heaven's sake. We are delivering, what we aim to is deliver an experience to people. The power of the news is that we'll probably be there. So, exactly. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. Sally Bice, can you post those dates? Yes, Sally, I will. Make sure that you guys get these dates. Once again, the dates are going to be June 26th in Yorkville at South Bank Barbecue. August 19th, Java Plus. July 2nd, Shabana. And Hinckley Coffee House is June 28th.
Mhm.
June 28th.
Yeah, and if I could just do a quick plug here. If you follow on Facebook Levi and Zoe Cull or Ripped Jeans, we're Facebook pages and we post everything and where we're going to be every time. So you can, if you want to see me play, you can keep up to date with that on there.
As you guys know, we will post the Facebook pages that he just mentioned in the description of this episode after the show today. The time is 8:35 a.m. and listening to Good Morning Aurora. All right. I live in Hinckley. See you there. Oh, awesome. See that?
Who is
now,
it?
That's Karen Eschenbacher Yagi.
Awesome.
And Karen, I hope that I pronounced your name with the proper respect that it deserves.
Okay.
All right, Michael Dulski, good morning to you as well.
Hi, I know you.
All right. Okay, so we talked about how you began.
Mm-hmm.
Talked about what you're currently doing in regards to these dates. Now, before the mic and the camera came on, I asked you your goals. Said that making music your life and career was definitely the goal. You're 17 years old right now. You've got a lot of life ahead of you. What's the steps that are being taken besides all these great tour dates and shows? What other steps are you taking to make sure that that goal becomes a reality?
Yeah, so a big part of what I want to do, yes, performing music, but I love teaching music as well.
Okay.
So as of right now, I teach private lessons for all ages. And so the goal eventually is to have my own storefront studio that people would come to me for lessons there, have an employee or two who also teach under me, you know. That's the goal eventually. And right now I'm just kind of building up the name and the brand to build that up so eventually I would get to that storefront. As well as performing, of course, is what I love to do as well. So if I could get that teaching aspect side of it and then have 1 or 2 shows every week, like I just do Friday and Saturday on a weekend, along with that, like that's the dream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Still gonna be in our Sugar Grove area. Still gonna be around here. Are you gonna leave us and move to LA or something like that? Levi done went big time. He Hollywood now.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure. As of now, the plan is to stay in this general area.
Sure.
I mean, I still live with my parents. I'm 17.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say Illinois taxes are rough. We'll see if we'll see what happens. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Broaden your horizons.
Yeah.
That's good. You teach young people and older folks too.
Mm-hmm.
Teach anyone willing to learn.
Yeah.
How do they contact you for lessons?
Right. So you can go to my website, which is ultravioletmusic.org.
Ultraviolet Music.
ultravioletmusic.org. And you can contact me straight through there. My phone number's on there, and you can just fill out my form and say, hey, I want lessons. And I come to your house as long as you're not too far away from Sugar Grove for added convenience. And, you know, I'll drive to you. And yeah, we normally do weekly lessons, and it's a lot of fun for everybody.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
So what does the time is 8:38 a.m. Hi, Greg. Greg. Well, we got a button for that too. All right. Maybe Greg just joined and I didn't see. All right. Good morning to you, Greg, if you are here as well. You're watching Good Morning Aurora. What is the benefit to being able to play what you want? We had another guitarist here who said that he was worried about the suppression of music and things like that. I personally haven't seen. I'm thinking about a local, but also on a national level. You know, you seem to be able to play what you want. What's your opinion of like censorship and curtailing? I mean, we have the right of free speech. Mm-hmm. I see it. I really don't see any restrictions. Do you, or have you?
I wouldn't say restrictions. I'm very for free speech and everything for sure. I wouldn't say that I've noticed restrictions. The only thing I would say is sometimes you have to play what you don't want to play for a crowd because they might enjoy it. So
what do you mean by a little more of that?
Right. So 70s and 80s is what I mostly play, and that's what I enjoy. That's what I listen to on a daily basis.
Right.
But if you're playing for a private birthday party for, you know, an 18-year-old girl, you might want to play Justin Bieber, even though I may not enjoy that at all.
Okay.
So you really do have to make sacrifices, even though I may not enjoy it. But if it's going to entertain the crowd, if they're going to have a good time, that's why they're hiring you to play. That's the goal, you know? So I wouldn't say censorship, but there definitely is a point where you have to say, okay, I may not get to play exactly what I want to, but you can then take your Justin Bieber or your Shawn Mendes or whatever and make it your own thing, which is what I would do.
Okay. All right. So you'll still have the satisfaction of you playing, do it in your own way.
Right.
Still having that name for yourself.
Right. I may add a couple guitar solos into, you know, shred solos into a Justin Bieber song, whereas that's not in there.
Make it better. Like,
right. Yeah.
So you're 17. You've been playing since you've been 10.
About that, yeah.
What is the biggest impact that our COVID pandemic has had on your life?
Well, I would say not as much as most musicians.
Okay.
I only started performing out as a paid hired musician about fall of 2020. So it wasn't a huge like difference for me that I was playing everywhere and then everything got shut down and I couldn't play anywhere. It was more. It's been a gradual thing. Obviously, when things were first. When I first started, things were rough and you couldn't get into a lot of places. But it's been, you know, a steady growth of places that I've played at. So it hasn't really affected me as much as most musicians.
Okay. All right. Amanda Ray is here. Good morning. Tara Benninger is here. Good morning to you as well. Oh, you know Tara?
I do.
Awesome. All your peeps tuning in, man. Do you know Michael Dolsky?
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I know him. I know Tara. I know Teresa Burks. She was on here earlier. And my dad was on here.
Awesome. Good stuff.
Yeah.
All right, time is 8:42 a.m. Now you will get the last word of the day. I'm gonna go to our final commercial here. Many of these people, this last bit of news before we go and let them run amok for their weekend. All right. This Saturday, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the Juneteenth celebration here in the city of Aurora. Once again, I've been telling you this for the last 18 days. This is going to be taking place at Martin Luther King Jr. Park, located at Farnsworth and Grand on the city's east side, 3:30 to 7:30 p.m. Free admission, double dutch, face painting, prizes, vendors, storytelling, a chess tournament, dance contest, cakewalk, basketball tournament, games, history tribute, poetry, and live entertainment. I mean, come on, hit the claps for that. We'll get them next year, y'all. This is presented by the City of Aurora, the African American Heritage Advisory Board, and the African American Men of Unity. Also, don't forget that summer camps are going on here in Aurora, taking place through the 30th of this month, Monday through Thursdays from 8:30 a.m. to 2 p.m., grades 1st through 5th. All of these great summer camps are free. Here are your locations. West Aurora School District 129, Hill Elementary School, 724 Pennsylvania Avenue. East Aurora District 131, St. Joseph Parish Hall, 722 High Street. Oswego School District 308, Homestead Elementary, 2830 Hillsborough Boulevard in Aurora. And Indian Prairie District 204, McCarty Elementary School, 3000 Village Green Drive. Good stuff. All right. And National Night Out is coming August 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, from 6 to 8:30 p.m. National Night Out is a beloved national holiday where people all around the country get together and come outside. They bring lawn chairs. They got sandals. They got sparklers. You got law enforcement there, giving kids a ride in the cruiser, letting them hit the lights and everything. So it'll be a great night. Shout out to Kane County Sheriff Ron Hain. Okay. Michael Dolsky says, don't mess up this interview in 40 years. This will be on Behind the Music. Oh, Michael. Yes, that's right. That's right, Michael knows, man. Heck yeah. All right. So, what you got going on? What are you up to this weekend? Father's Day, man. What you doing for your dad?
Yeah.
Taking the old man out, playing him some music in the backyard? This one's for you, Dad.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, happy Father's Day to my dad if he's still on there. I would say what I'm getting him, but if he's still on, I don't want to ruin the surprise. So, yeah.
Very cool. So the show ends on a positive note, man. What's your message today for people of Aurora?
I mean, as a musician, I would say support your local musicians. They work so hard and they deserve to do what they love. Everybody does, I think. So support them, go and see them. Even if you're not tipping them or anything like that, you're just going to see them, then whoever's hiring them sees, okay, they're bringing people into wherever and they're going to hire them again. So even if you're not monetarily funding them, you are in a way. So support your local musicians. Yeah, Jesus loves you.
That's right. Amen to that, brother. Amen to that. Gotta have a friend in Jesus. So you know them. Okay. Would you bless us with some tunes on the way out, my brethren? My man. Okay. Look at him. Ladies and gentlemen. All right. Then let me get this set up. Bring this over here.
All right. I got some Free Fallin' Tom Petty.
Ooh, Tom Petty.
Classic.
I love him. Classic.
She's a good girl, loves her mama, loves Jesus, in America too. She's a good girl, crazy about it.
And